Another sure sign of spring, of course, St. Patrick's Day. It's just around the corner. And you might be thinking Irish pubs and pints of Guinness, well, maybe not so much. Well, you can still celebrate the green-themed holiday without braving the pub crowds or drinking stout. Today we have Yelp Community Manager Dominique Farrar here to tell us about what Yelpers like and their favorite green cocktails around the Bay. And of course, we want to remind everybody before we get started to drink responsibly on St. Patrick's Day and all the time. And of course, never drink and drive. So we have some areas that you found out that Yelpers love. We'll start in San Francisco.
Absolutely. Cantina in San Francisco is a great place to drink all year round, but for St. Patty's Day, they have a green cocktail called the Laughing Buddha.
Laughing Buddha. Nothing says St. Patrick's Day like a Laughing Buddha, okay?
Exactly. But what's really fun about this cocktail is it is the most Yelped about cocktail in San Francisco.
Is it really? Oh.
Over 120 Yelp reviews mention the Laughing Buddha, and you can see why. It's very complex. It's made with Hanger One Buddha's Hand vodka, which is a very unique form of citrus, and of course it's made locally in Alameda.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes. So it also has crushed ginger, serrano chilies, which you can see floating around in there. So it's a pretty spicy one.
There's a lot going on in that drink.
There is a lot going on. So just one, I'm sure, will do the trick.
Yeah, okay. Let's move now down to the South Bay.
Yeah, the South Bay, the Barrel House is a Yelper favorite in Burlingame. It's right downtown, and Yelpers just love it because it has a great neighborhood vibe. They also have food, so you can go have some nice food. They have a local wine, beer, and cocktail list, and the green cocktail of choice there is called the Cilantro Squeeze. Okay. And also a lot going on in this drink. It's a vodka-based cocktail, and it also has some cilantro, Tabasco, melon. Pretty interesting. Another spicy one for St. Patty's Day.
I love cilantro on food. I've never thought about it in a drink.
Well, you're one of those rare people that love cilantro, and me as well, but some people really don't like it. But yeah, in drinks, it's really interesting because it adds a little spice.
Okay. All right, so that's the Barrel House in Burlingame. Now let's move to the East Bay.
In the East Bay, yeah, one of my personal favorites is Zoot, and that's in downtown Berkeley, right on 4th Street, in that lovely shopping area. And Zoot is great because it has this kind of French bistro atmosphere. Just very charming, and sitting at the bar is always fun. The green drink to try there is called the Opalore. Took me a while to learn to pronounce that one.
Pretty drink.
Yeah, it's also a nice light green, and this is actually a secret menu item that,
it is?
Yes, Yelpers tipped me off to. It used to be on the menu. They took it off, but it's still available if you're in the know.
If you ask for it. Right.
So just ask for the Opalore, and I should mention that food-wise, their rotisserie chicken is very famous.
We see the grill in the background there,
You can see them spinning in the back. So the Opalore and a grilled chicken is the thing to do at Zoot.
And you're right, 4th Street in Berkeley is a fantastic place to just stroll and also people watch. So this
Absolutely, and they've got a patio right out front on the sunny day, which it looks like we're going to have this week.
Exactly, and an extra hour of sunlight.
That too, very excited.
There you go. So let's move now to the North Bay, and or actually there's another one in Albany that you talk about. I love the name of this, the Hotsy Totsy Club.
The Hotsy Totsy. Yeah. I could not pass up the Hotsy Totsy. This one is so interesting because you would never know driving by that this is one of the best craft cocktail bars in the East Bay. It's a very unassuming. You can see the sign out front.
Interesting sign, yeah.
Very historic. I think it used to be some kind of a pharmacy back in the day. But thank goodness for the Yelp reviews because they all mention this amazing cocktail program. They make a lot of really unique creations of their own. But one of the classic cocktails they do is the Last Word.
The Last Word, okay.
And that one has green chartreuse, gin, maraschino liqueur. Pretty simple, but they do it really well, and it is nice and green.
It's a great looking bar.
Yeah, it's really fun inside. They have a shuffleboard, pool table, jukebox, just a fun spot to pass the time.
Well, as we circle the Bay, we want to head up to the North Bay and also remind people who don't drink alcohol that a lot of these drinks can be made without alcohol.
Absolutely. A lot of the bases for these cocktails are really, you know, they're non-alcoholic, natural ingredients. So if it sounds like a good fit for you, but you don't want the alcohol, just ask for it virgin, and all these bars are very accommodating.
Let's talk about Spoon Bar in Healdsburg.
Absolutely. Spoon Bar is one of those places where you can go and feel like you're living the good life in wine country. Obviously, their wine list is incredible.
Oh,
it's
sure,
like
I would imagine.
Book.
Yeah.
Yes. But looking through the Yelp photos, it's very clear they take a lot of pride in their cocktails as well. You can see here they've got pretty little garnishes, flowers, and one of the cocktails they do, which is green, is the New East Side.
Oh.
And that's also a classic cocktail, but something they do to make it their own is they have a cucumber elderflower foam on top.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
that sounds great. Well, Dominique, thank you so much for taking us around the Bay and finding, through the Yelpers, some of these great places to go.
Absolutely. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah,
almost.
happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, exactly. We'll be right back.